Hey folks, it's me, Michael Bach, your diversity dude, and this is Monday Morning Musings. Happy Monday. I hope this finds you well, healthy, safe, wherever you are. If you're new to my channel, welcome. So glad you could join me for a few minutes on a Monday morning. Remember to subscribe by clicking on the link, which is somewhere near my face, to find out whenever I post a video, which is supposed to be on Mondays, but sometimes I forget and post it on Tuesdays, because time has no meaning. Yay, COVID. Today, Monday, January the 18th, is Martin Luther King Jr. Day in the United States. If you're not familiar, you probably live in a cave. Martin Luther King Jr. was a civil rights activist in the 1960s who had an incredible impact on society as a whole, as it relates to diversity and inclusion. And I thought this was a pretty auspicious MLK Day, considering in 2 days' time, on Wednesday, January the 20th, 2021, a woman by the name of Kamala Harris will be sworn in as vice president, making her the first woman and the first person of color to hold that office. She, of course, identifies as being of Black and Indian descent. And I thought, what a great opportunity to talk about some of the Canadians of Black Afro-Caribbean heritage who have had such an amazing impact on our society. I think about people like Viola Desmond. Viola Desmond was a civil rights activist in the 1940s and 50s, and she was a businesswoman from Nova Scotia. In 1946, she challenged racial segregation at a movie theater in New Glasgow, Nova Scotia, by refusing to leave a whites-only area of the Roseland Theatre. She now appears on the $10 bill, and making her the first woman and the first person of color to receive that honor and appear on our currency. Jean Augustine was the first Black Canadian woman elected to the House of Commons. She went on to be a cabinet minister under Prime Minister Chrétien, and later was the inaugural commissioner of the Ontario Fairness Commission. Willie O'Ree was the first Black player in the NHL. He was Canadian, but he played for the Boston Bruins. We won't hold that against him. And he was known as the Jackie Robins of hockey. Michael John was a former journalist and Canada's Governor General from 2005 to 2010. Trey Anthony is a writer, producer, and actor, and creator of the wildly successful The Kink in My Hair. She also hosted our gala fundraiser, Bloom, a few years ago. She's pretty awesome. Desmond Cole is an outspoken activist and journalist. Olympic gold medalist Donovan Bailey, drag superstar Tynomi Banks, activist and current member of provincial parliament for Guelph, Ontario, Laura May Lindo. I could go on and on. There are so many Black Afro-Caribbean Canadians who have contributed to our society in such amazing ways. But I wanted to take a moment to acknowledge the people that most impact my life. And that is the 8 individuals who work for CCDI who are of Black Afro-Caribbean heritage. Akinkumi Akinola, Michelle Gibson Morgan, Tamara Glasgow Cox, Antoinette Igubu, Willa Lokang, Lillian Inkunzimana, Faith Olorontoba, and Lenworth Wallace. I apologize for butchering the names. I have 8 individuals who I work with who, in addition to the 40 other individuals I work with, who have an incredible impact, not just on me and my organization, but on Canada as a society. And I thank them for everything that they do. So I'd encourage you to take a minute to learn about any of the individuals I mentioned, and I'll post the links to the Wikipedia profiles down below, as well as to the profile pages of my team members, but also other Black Canadians, people who've had an impact on our society. It's an appropriate time to take a moment and reflect and learn a little more. Thanks so much for watching. That's it for me. I hope you have a fantastic week. Remember to like and share the video. It's very easy. You just click and stuff happens. And connect with me on social media. I am at DiversityDudeMB, and CCDI is at CCDI Social. Also remember, if you haven't already, to pick up a copy of my best-selling, it is a bestseller, best-selling book, Birds of All Feathers, Doing Diversity and Inclusion Right. It's available now wherever you buy books, as long as they're selling mine. Or you can go to michaelbach.com and click on the books to find out where you can get yours. I hope you have an amazing week. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you next Monday for another episode of Monday Morning Musings. Bye.